Imagine this. You're surrounded by people every day. You go through the motions, exchange pleasantries, and yet something feels missing. You long for deeper connections, connections that go beyond the surface. You want to feel understood, valued, and truly connected. But how do we create these meaningful connections? What is the secret to building relationships that truly enrich our lives? Today, we're going to uncover that secret. And it's simpler than you think. The answer lies in authenticity and vulnerability. Let's dive in. We live in a world that's more connected than ever before. Social media, messaging apps, and constant communication keep us linked with people all over the globe. Yet, despite these connections, many of us feel more lonely than ever. We're surrounded by people, but we lack the deep, meaningful bonds that we truly crave. But here's the truth. True connection isn't about how many people you know. It's about the quality of the relationships you nurture. And that quality, it starts with you. The secret to creating meaningful connections in your life starts with something incredibly simple: showing up authentically, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and listening with intention. Today, we're going to explore how you can create more meaningful, fulfilling relationships in your personal life, in your career, and in your community. At the heart of any meaningful connection is authenticity. We all crave relationships where we can be ourselves without fear of judgment or pretense. But here's the catch. So many of us hide behind masks. Whether it's a version of ourselves we think others want to see, or the version we think will be accepted. But true connection happens when we let go of the facade and show up as we truly are. Authenticity is the bridge that allows others to truly see us and, in turn, for us to see them. Think about the moments when you felt closest to someone. Those moments when you were truly seen, not for your achievements or your success, but for the real you, with all your flaws and imperfection. That is the power of authenticity. It's when we let down our guards that the deepest, most meaningful relationships are formed. Vulnerability. It's a word that many of us shy away from. We've been taught to protect ourselves, to avoid showing weakness. We worry that if we reveal too much of ourselves, others might see us as weak or unworthy. But here's the surprising truth. Vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a strength. The most meaningful connections are created when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, when we share our fears, our struggles, our dreams, and our desires. We invite others into our world in a way that is raw and real. Vulnerability creates a space for empathy, understanding, and trust to flourish. When you're vulnerable, you create a space for others to be vulnerable too. And in that space, true connection can happen. We can't connect on a deep level unless we're willing to open up and allow ourselves to be seen in our most authentic and vulnerable state. The third key to creating meaningful connection is listening. Not just hearing, but really listening. In our fast-paced world, we've become so accustomed to multitasking and moving from one thing to the next that we often forget the power of being fully present in a conversation. When was the last time you really listened to someone without thinking about what you were going to say next or checking your phone? True listening is about giving someone your full attention and being truly present with them. It's about tuning into their words, their emotions, and their energy. It's about asking the right questions and showing genuine interest in their lives, their experiences, and their feelings. When we listen with intention, we create a space for deeper understanding and empathy. We make people feel seen and heard, and that's the foundation of any meaningful connection. Another key factor in creating meaningful connections is shared experiences. Human beings bond over common ground, shared interests, common challenges, and mutual values. When you engage in activities together, whether it's a simple conversation, a fun hobby, or working through a difficult situation, you create a connection that goes beyond words. Shared experiences foster a sense of belonging, a sense of community, and a sense of understanding. Think about the people you feel closest to. Many times, it's the experiences you've shared that have built that bond. Whether it's overcoming a challenge together or celebrating a success, shared experiences deepen connections in a way that words alone can't. If this message resonates with you, I want you to take a moment and reflect. How can you show up more authentically in your relationships? Are you willing to be vulnerable, to share your true self with others? How can you listen with more intention and be present in the moment? I challenge you today to start building those meaningful connections. Be brave enough to be authentic, vulnerable, and present. Start with one person, one conversation, and see how it transforms your relationships. If this video inspired you, please like it to show your support for creating deeper, more meaningful connections. Comment below and share your experiences with building authentic connections in your life. And don't forget to subscribe to Awaken Your Essence for more content on self-awareness, personal growth, and how to cultivate relationships that truly enrich your life. Remember, the secret to creating meaningful connection lies in your authenticity, vulnerability, and the power of truly being present with others.